What's up, boat lovers? Today we're over here in Palm Beach at Hemingway Boat Yard. We're working on this beautiful Rybovich. I've done the update on this boat a couple of years ago, and it's just preventative maintenance. So he uses his boat frequently, so he wants us to go ahead and just update his side mount control heads since they are used a lot. So we brought a new set with us, and we're going to go ahead and update his side mounts, which is a plug and play, but also we're going to be doing some preventative maintenance. We're going to look over his system and verify that everything is up to par so that he could continue his tournament fishing. Stay tuned. So he had a couple battery issues on the boat, but that was recorded. He didn't turn off the power. So the first 3 or 4 alarms are low voltage. So they might have turned, or they might have pulled the batteries out or disconnected the batteries without turning this thing off. So the system read a couple low batteries issues. So we've already confirmed with him the battery's already been replaced. He had like 4 bad batteries. So he already replaced them. So, but once we go through with all the alarms by pulling it off here, it says that there is a issue with the starboard handle on this one. The pod is out of range. So we caught it just in time before he has another issue. So what we're going to do is update his side mount handles with new units or refurbished units from the factory. So we're going to replace the touchpad and both port and starboard handles. So this is just a plug and play, remove it, put it back. We're not doing any cable adjustments or taking any of the cables off. But once everything is done, we're going to make sure that he's getting the proper stroke on the mechanical backups and the function of the actuators, making sure that they're pulling 100%. All right, guys, so here's the handles. So what we're going to do is just loosen these bolts here on this side here. The cables stay here, and once this bracket drops out on both sides, all we have to do is just pull the main unit out, take the handles off and the touchpad, and replace it with the refurbished units. So it's pretty much an easy swap as long as you have the room. So it looks kind of easy, so I'll let you know. All right, so we got the brackets out. There's no need to play around with any of the geometry of the cables here. So now once you get this out, you take the handles off. We have it secured here because we have the bow thruster connected in here. So now all we have to do is just take off the hardware on the inside, slide the units in on both sides, and then drop them out. And then once they're out, disconnect it from the touchpad, and then insert everything all new. This is an older boat, and you're always going to run into situations like this that there's a lot of wiring. But we try to do the best. We make sure that all of our connections are nice and clean, tight, out of the way. It's not interfering with any of the electronics on the boat. Julian already has his touchpad mounted here. We've got all these things finger tight. These are connections to our touchpad. Okay, well, Julian, I found something that was a little loose. So you don't want to wrench on these. All you want to do is just finger tight. Bam, Julian. Okay. Finger tight, push in and tighten up. Okay, so other than that, it's just programming that touchpad for this particular boat. All right, guys, well, we already got the side mount handles in. We've removed the old one. We took into consideration and caution on the thruster buttons here on the port and starboard side. So we got the new units installed. Okay. Well, refurbished units installed. We got another touchpad And then what we're going to end up doing with the older unit is we're going to send it back to the factory so they could evaluate it and just probably update the mechanisms inside. So this is already gone through by the factory. The handles have all gone through, so now we're in the process of programming it and making sure that everything is working fine. All right. Right now I'm going to turn on the control system. Handles are full and forward. Sim's going to turn on, and now we're in the take mode saying that the handles are not in neutral. So we're just going to go through our programming procedure here to verify that the troll is active and the 2 control heads for this are programmed for this boat. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I've already programmed it. I checked the connections. Well, you already saw that some of the connections were loose, but they're only finger tight. So just maybe an 1/8 of a turn or a 1/4 turn that he left them. I like them a little snug, so we're going to turn it on. Handles are in neutral, so you can actually see it turn on, port and starboard, and we're ready to go. Now, we have it set for the default for warm, so that when he starts it, if someone bumps the handle, all they're going to do is just accelerate the engine. Nothing's going to happen. But in order to take command of the shift, take the warm button off, and now you could actually see the handles shift on port and starboard. All right, this is a common routine for a lot of the sport fishing because they utilize and they use these handles a lot, and they take a beating back and forth, fighting a fish, going back, going astern, going forward, and there's a lot of leverage that is put on these handles. These handles are built for it, but this captain likes to take precaution and just make sure that everything is up to date. We've already gone through his system, verified everything. So these are the things. The upper control head, which is his tower, is a top mount control head. That doesn't get abused like these handles do. So it's just taking precaution that he's gonna be doing some tournament fishing soon, and he just wants his boat to be in tip-top shape. So if you need any assistance or you need any updates or anything like this, we're ready to go. We have parts on hand and we have swing units. New, used, we do it all, guys. Let us know in the description below. Like and subscribe. Captain's trying to break it now. Yeah.
Okay, feel.